Today let us talk about various parasitic spots which we are showing you in the microbiology laboratory. Myself Dr. Taruna and I am Associate Professor in Microbiology Department of SP Medical College, Bikaner. This bottle is showing the adult roundworm or Ascaris lumbricoides, and the parasite may be male or this may be a female. So how to differentiate the male and female parasite? The male parasite have the tail end as curved, whereas in female parasite the tail end is straight one. So the common name is roundworm. Tail end of male worm is curved ventrally in form of a hook, while in female worm it is conical and straight. So how to differentiate male and female? By looking at the tail end. Habitat is jejunum. Mode of infection is ingestion of embryonated egg. So whenever vegetables or fruits contaminated with embryonated eggs are consumed, then we can get infection of Ascaris. Hence the infective form is embryonated egg containing rhabditiform larvae of Ascaris. These are the eggs of Ascaris. The first one is unfertilized egg and the second one is fertilized egg. So how to differentiate these eggs? These eggs can be given to you in your stool sample. So you have to observe them under the microscope, then you have to differentiate them. The unfertilized eggs, they are narrower and they are longer one, measuring approximately 90 micrometer in length by 55 micrometer. They are bile-stained one. Thinner shell is there with irregular coating of albumin and it contains a small atrophied ovum. Whereas in fertilized egg, round or oval in shape, measuring 60 to 75 micrometer in length and 40 to 50 micrometer in breadth. They are also bile-stained and they are surrounded by a thick translucent shell with an outer albuminous coat. Hence they are known as decorticated egg, and it contains a large unsegmented ovum with a clear crescentic area at each pole. So we can differentiate unfertilized egg from fertilized egg by looking at their size, by looking towards the ovum which is present inside them, and by looking at the shell which is there. The next spot is Dracunculus medinensis. The disease caused by this parasite is known as Naru or guinea worm disease. This parasite is also known as serpent worm, and this is thinner one and thread-like parasite. Also known as guinea worm, serpent worm, dragon worm or Medina worm. Habitat is subcutaneous tissues, especially of legs, arm and back. Definitive host is man, whereas intermediate host cyclops, which are present in the water. Mode of infection is drinking of water containing cyclops. Infective form of this parasite is third stage larvae in cyclops. Nowadays, the disease caused by this dragon worm or guinea worm disease has been eradicated at all, and since year 1997 no case has been reported due to stoppage of using step wells in the villages like Nagaur and Medta and in various other parts of Rajasthan. Next parasitic spot is tapeworm. You can see this look like tape. Two species of tapeworms are there, Taenia saginata and Taenia solium. Taenia saginata is also known as beef tapeworm. Taenia solium is known as pork tapeworm. Habitat is small intestine, upper jejunum. Definitive host is man and intermediate host are cattle and pigs. Mode of infection, undercooked beef or pork which are containing Cysticercus larvae. So larval form is found in beef or pork. If they are consumed as such, either uncooked or they are undercooked, then these larvae can enter in our body and then cycle can run. Next spot is McIron-2 Sandfields jar. This is the McIron-2 Sandfields jar. This is made up of stainless steel. This may be made up of glass also. This can be made up of glass also, and this is used for anaerobiosis. So this jar is used for anaerobiosis. This jar is made up of metal or glass, and if it is made up of a metal, then metal lid is there. Attached to that is a screw in order to make it airtight. There is a pressure gauge and two openings in form of inlet and outlet, they are there. First we make vacuum inside the jar, then we introduce hydrogen and nitrogen with help of these openings inside the jar, and then we make it airtight in order to make the atmosphere inside the jar as anaerobic, since we want to grow the anaerobes. Methylene blue is used as an indicator which will indicate whether complete anaerobiosis has been achieved in the jar or not, and the methylene blue becomes colorless if anaerobic conditions has been achieved. Otherwise, this will remain as blue. The next spot is candle filter. This is candle filter. You must have seen this type of filter. The uses of this filter are purification of water for industrial and drinking purpose. This is usually made in form of a hollow candle. Liquid to be filtered is passed through the candle. This is available in different grades of porosity. Two types of candle filters are there. One which is made up of diatomaceous earth. They are known as Bergfield filters. And the second one are unglazed or porcelain filters, which are known as Chamberlain filters. The next spot is bacterial loop. This is bacterial loop. This is used for inoculation of clinical specimen on solid or liquid media and to transfer the bacterial growth from one medium to another medium to elicit biochemical reactions or other characters. And how to make it sterilize? By making it red hot under Bunsen burner flame. So we keep the loop at flame till it becomes red hot. So this is sterilized and reused again. Next parasitic spot is hydrated cyst. This is the hydrated cyst we can see. And this is the larval form of parasite Echinococcus granulosus. Causative agent Echinococcus granulosus. The cyst wall consists of two layers, ectocyst and endocyst. Hydrated fluid is there inside this cyst, and this can be used for Cazzoni test to diagnose patient of hydrated cyst. But nowadays, this Cazzoni test is not preferred as so many good techniques to diagnose the disease are available. Intermediate host is man. Infective agent are eggs in dog species, and mode of infection is by ingestion of eggs, and the most common organ involved in hydrated cyst is liver, although other organs like brain, lungs, orbit, etc. may be involved, but the most commonly infected organ is liver. And how to diagnose the disease? By ultrasound. And we can detect antigen of this parasite also in the patient blood. So thank you very much. Kindly like and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to put your comments in comment section.